This is what you're going to send out. And this helps all parties in the transaction to know exactly what's going to happen next. Okay, so you've taken your first listing. You've been making your calls, you got your first appointment, you used the pre-qual script, and now you're wondering, what do I do next? A lot of agents, one of the reasons why you're a little nervous about getting your first listing is you don't exactly know what to do when you do get one. So today what I'm going to go over with you is exactly how to start off the relationship by building trust, by helping your seller to relax, knowing that they're in the right hands. And the way that you're going to want to do that is to show them something different than what they have experienced before. Show them that you are an organized professional, help them to understand by future pacing them through everything that's about to happen with their home and with the process. See, a lot of agents, when they go about listing a home, they don't actually talk about selling the home and what's going to happen throughout the process of selling that property. You are going to do something different. This is what to do when you get your listing to help create trust with your client, to start off on the right foot so that the experience is better for everyone involved. This is also going to help you with if you're looking to scale your business and be able to handle a lot more listings at once. What I'm about to show you is going to help you to be able to do that. Here is the new listing email that you are going to send out. So you got the listing signed, whether electronically, via DocuSign, whether you got it signed in person. This is what you're going to send out. And this helps all parties in the transaction to know exactly what's going to happen next. Now, it's also going to help everything happen smoothly so that you and your staff are not running around like crazy once you start listing 4, 5, 10 properties at a time. Some of you are probably already doing that, so feel free to use this with your current staff so that all of you can be more organized and have a better quality of life if you're already doing a lot of business. So first, you're going to want to put all of the client's information. Any of you ever have a situation where the home goes under contract, title's emailing you, your transaction coordinator's emailing you, and everyone needs to know, how do we get in touch with the client? You're not going to wait until the home is under contract. You're going to do it immediately once you get that listing signed. You're going to put all of your client's information in that initial email. If you are the team leader and that listing is going under another agent on your team, you're going to have both you and the co-listing agent's information so that the seller knows who to reach out to when they're having trouble or if something happens. Make sure they have your phone numbers, your emails, everything. Your transaction coordinator or your assistant's information. If you are working with a lot of expired listings or for sale by owner listings, chances are when your assistant reaches out to them, they're going to think that's another agent and be rude to your assistant by accident because they just don't know, right? They don't know who this person is and they've had hundreds of realtors calling them. So make sure they know that you're either your transaction coordinator, whoever your support staff is, they should have their phone number and their email in that initial onboarding template. This is initial onboarding template that we're going over right now. All right, so now you're also going to tell them who's going to handle escrow of this property. Now, in the state of Texas, I'm able to, as the listing agent, I'm able to direct escrow myself. If you're in a different state, you can put your attorney's information. Now, why are we doing this before we even have an offer? You probably want to know, like, I just got the listing. Why are we already talking about who's going to close it? You're future pacing your clients so that they actually see that, hey, this thing is really going to sell. Hey, this gal or this guy is really serious. They're getting us in position right now to already be at the closing table. The point of this does a few things for you. It organizes everyone so that they know what they're doing. It's called leadership. You're the leader in the transaction. And it also helps people to relax, to feel like I'm in good hands. I don't need to be worried like I was with my last agent. I don't need to be on pins and needles, not knowing if my home is going to sell. Giving your client this information up front helps them to relax knowing that they're in good hands and that their agent expects this thing to close. They already have you in communication with who's going to close it for you. So make sure you're putting that information in your initial email under all the parties that are going to be involved. Now, if you're going to have a stager, you're also going to put your stager's information in there, because like for me, I don't pay for staging, my clients pay for it. And there are going to be times where the stager needs to speak directly with the seller, or the seller has questions for the stager. So you make sure that they have each other's information by including it in this initial onboarding email. You're going to put the property address. You're going to let your transaction coordinator know whether or not you've already sent the survey, or you're going to advise your client to send it to your transaction coordinator. We want the survey to be in the MLS so that showing agents have a copy of it, and so potential buyers can look at it before they make the offer. Because in most states, if you already have the survey, that is less of a cost for either the buyer or the seller. In states where you do not have the survey, sometimes your seller is going to be required to get one and to pay for it. So you want to go over that, because it could be a point of contention in your contract negotiation. If your seller doesn't have a survey, it's better for you to know that up front so that you know how to handle it. In some states, surveyors are on a 3, 4, 5 week wait list because it's spring market and it's hard to get them out there. You might want to go ahead and order that survey to be done before you're even on the market, so that you're not having to extend closing and losing time in your transaction. So again, you're going to want to go over that immediately. That is an important detail that you need as a listing agent, and it's going to help advise your client so that you can better serve them. So you're going to ask them in your initial onboarding email to send the survey to your transaction coordinator, and you will find out whether or not they have one if you don't already know from the listing appointment.